Brad
We
is
have a
taking the
special
mic.
guest.
I guess he's starting.
We have a new sign. One day we'll figure out how to show the whole sign, but there it is right here.
Brad
We'll
was
try
here.
to incorporate this. In
Thanks
the
for
show a
not
little
putting
more.
our names on there. Just you.
Yeah,
Just
well,
Brad.
I put it together, so. Golly gee, I'll take my ball and go home.
I mean, we're not saying we're jealous about it. We're just
Brad walks into this store and he goes, "Hey, what's the deal with that sign up there?" And they go, "We have no idea. We don't even know how it got there." "Okay, I'm gonna buy it. How much is it?" "We don't know." Okay.
How about free?
that's the best
How about
cost.
I hold on to it till y'all figure out how much it costs?
And then I'll pay for it.
Right. But yeah, so thank you for that. And so we got Sean Wright, myself, Brad Fowler, and special guest, Mr. Michael Murray.
What's going on?
Michael, tell us why you're here.
Well, y'all, I've wanted to be on this show for a long time. I've heard great things about it. The ratings just continue to amaze me. So
They amaze us too.
well, and so I kind of asked my way on the show. Kind of, it sounds like, but
I mean, as always, that was a standing invite for you for sure.
yeah. So
Are you a smooth criminal, by the way?
Oh yeah.
I like
The
to
way he
refer
got
to
on here was like a smooth criminal.
I like to refer to myself more as the man in the mirror.
Ah, okay.
So
All right.
You know Smooth Criminal's on here twice, Brad.
Well, it's because it was that good of a song. Yeah, two different people did it, right?
did they?
Who did the remake on it?
There's a remake.
Oh,
Slightly heavier.
And Lady Annabelle.
Adamant.
Adam Lambert.
something Ant.
Adam Ant.
Adam Man. I think that's the Ant-Man, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Adamant.
I think so.
The little ukulele.
No, I don't remember what the guy's name is.
But yeah, it was a
Something.
group.
It was a '90s song.
Yeah.
Golly,
Change
what's
the
up?
subject.
All right, now let's get back to this thriller of a show.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, he did it again.
Yeah, he did.
That wasn't even on there.
He really was.
How was
I
that
try,
not
I
on
try
there?
to keep the extremely obvious
You're
off
bad.
there.
You're bad.
But with this artist, just about every hit he ever had is a dead giveaway. There's no way to sneak in his song titles as if I were to say, "I want to rock with you," you would know exactly which artist I'm talking about.
Is he saying that to us that he wants to rock with us?
Yeah, I think so.
All night? All day?
Okay.
All right.
Every day?
All right,
You want to be starting
let's
something?
beat it. Come on, let's go.
You want to be starting something?
I don't want to be starting something.
Okay.
All right, we're almost through. Now, do you remember the time?
That Dirty Diana came on? I
There you
do.
go.
She was a good host. I mean,
All right,
guest.
we're
Yes.
going all the way. I think
All
we're
right.
done.
All right, so today instead of top three, Brad's got something new for the show.
Yeah, new segment.
A new segment. So we're not going to do the top three today. Brad is going to ask Michael and I a question, and for 2 to 3 minutes, he's going to get grilled like he's in an interrogation.
Is he going to ask us a question? Or going to bring up a topic?
He's going to bring up a topic. We're
Yeah.
just going to go
And
at
y'all
it,
ask me questions.
Oh.
and we're going to ask him questions. This all started because we all know JJ, who's usually behind the board with us. JJ was talking about his trip to Australia the other day at a coffee shop. Michael was meeting with Brad and I about being on our show, and we just went into 15 minutes
At least.
of just tirading JJ about kangaroos.
But we learned a lot.
We learned a lot.
We learned a lot.
But
Well,
he
did
one,
too.
one thing for sure we learned.
Yeah, he learned a lot, I think, of not knowing what to answer.
Right, and just making up answers as he went that
Right.
weren't
I'm
necessary.
slouching in this chair. Like, is this chair slouches?
I don't know. It's natural.
Sorry.
Billie Jean was sitting in that chair yesterday. So
Whoa.
that's
She's not my lover.
it.
Nope.
All right, that may be it.
That's it.
All right, fantastic. We can get to the real work now. All right, Brad.
So we'll have the Q&A session here
Right
in a few minutes.
after this segment, Brad.
And
Featured list.
Featured listing is 2401 Aldridge Drive in Christiana, Tennessee. There's going to be an open house Saturday and Sunday. Saturday 1 to 3, Sunday 2 to 4. That is if it doesn't go into contract today. We have several showings listed scheduled for today. So if you're interested in the $259 price range, all brick, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, large bonus room, big yard, just under half acre, nothing behind the house.
for now.
Let's see what we got. Yeah. Well, the way the drainage is, I don't think there's ever going to be. But, you never know. Sometimes
Drainage is good.
the right people ask for exemptions, and sometimes things just show up. But as of right now, there's nothing behind the house. And beautiful covered back porch. I wish I could host the open house from the back porch. Just kick back and let people come in through the back door. But, it's a great house, though. Wood flooring, open floor plan, dining room. Lots to see, lots to love. let me know if you're interested or if you have clients interested. Schedule a showing. Let's get this thing done. 2401 Aldridge Drive in Christiana's Buchanan Estates. Buchanan Estates.
All right. You see that bathtub?
I like that bathtub.
You could be soaking in that bathtub as fast as 3 days if you're paying cash. Most likely 30 to 45 days.
And with the drainage, there's good running water for
This
that bathtub.
one doesn't have drainage, so we'll take his running water and we'll put it in this bathtub.
I take your running water and I raise you a bathtub.
That's right.
Hey, all goes together.
And talking about bathtubs, this thing's got about a 24-foot bathtub in the back. It's got a swimming pool.
So
A swimming pool, a big soaker tub, hardwood floors,
Gigantic.
master down, 2 bedrooms up. JJ just walked in the door, so he's now going to take care of answering
He's only
Facebook
2.5
comments.
hours late.
Yeah. So
Oh, you're getting better.
JJ's here now. But
No,
1322
don't talk. Don't talk.
Sycamore Drive. 1322 Sycamore Drive. It is 259.9, 259.9.
Oh. Battle of the 259 nines.
Battle
Which
of the
one's going under
259
contract first?
and I can't get them to go away.
Well, we did rock, paper, scissors last week and mine won.
Yeah.
Wanna do it again?
No, all right.
Shoot.
Ah, you won again.
a paper hack.
All right.
That's it.
So our new feature of the show,
Q&A.
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 Topic?
All right, topic. We got to try to relive this moment. Guess what, guys? I just recently got back from Australia.
You're kidding.
Yes, it was awesome.
So,
Awesome.
since you just got back from Australia, what kind of wild animals have you seen?
Did you?
see.
Were you down under?
I was down under,
Okay.
off to the side, above and below.
Whoa.
Right. So,
was
so
crazy.
what? Everybody knows Australia for their wildlife. What kind of wildlife did you see?
Let's see. There's kangaroos.
Okay. Well, hold on. How many kangaroo did you see?
Well, it's hard to say, but I believe
Just
it
give me a
was
round number.
16 per day.
Well,
16. 16. That is a really specific number. You didn't say like about 15.
Yeah, like I saw
or
around
about
20 kangaroos.
You said 16.
How would
exactly.
you know you saw exactly 16 kangaroos?
Well, they tend to run in groups of 4.
when you say run, are they locked arms?
Locked arms.
Do they ride in each other's pouches? Is it like an endless thing? Like, those Russian dolls that you like take
Oh,
apart?
they just
I do
keep
know
coming and
those. I do
coming.
know
It's
those.
amazing. I
And
love
so,
those
like,
things.
the kangaroos, they're just all in each other's pouches. So as one pops
It's
out,
like a bag of Joey.
It's like
A Joey bag of Joey's.
A bag of Joey's. Wait a minute, are we going to Moe's?
yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
sorry.
Hey, we're going to
Double
Moe's.
Hey,
fist,
welcome
yes.
to Joey.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So
Crazy.
these kangaroos, are they just walking around? Do they come up? Are they dangerous?
They just hop right up to you. You know,
Really?
feed them carrots.
Now, can you get that close to them? Or
No, I would say the recommended distance would be 25 feet.
okay.
25 foot.
25 feet.
So is there like
Any closer,
is
you're in
there a
danger.
measuring tape you carry around with you? Is that
Yeah,
something
because
you measure
what if
off?
I was 24 feet and didn't realize I was 24 feet, thinking I was
You're
25?
in bad shape.
I'm gonna
Now,
get kicked.
here's something I'll tell you on the Foster beer commercials. Most
Now
Australians
Foster's
carry
is
around-
Australian for beer.
Right. So it's just
Not to be
Foster's.
confusing with calling it Foster beer. It's just
Foster,
Foster, which
right.
means beer.
Beer, right, right.
Good.
So
So-
there's like when you go to the store and say, "Hey, I need a Budweiser."
Right.
That is ordering a specific kind of Foster's.
Right. Or like Coke.
Coke,
That
right.
covers every soft
That covers
drink.
every
Yeah,
soft
right.
drink, right?
And in the North, they call it pop, which really is confusing for us because then we're thinking they're talking about their grandparents.
That's right.
Yeah, so, but what they don't show you in those commercials is that most Australians walk around with a 25-foot tape measure.
Is it pulled out as they're walking, or they have it still
Well, it
in?
depends on if you're in one of those groups of 4.
So what if they had like a laser measure? That would be a lot more accurate, right? So if you
And
walk,
faster.
you just have a laser and you just walk sure,
So
make sure it always.
they have a
says 20.
laser measuring strip?
Absolutely, I have one on my desk in there.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
kidding.
Them things are amazing.
Yeah, that's
And
how
When we go to
Yeah.
Australia, we're taking that with us.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you hit it on something, tells you right away.
So there's kangaroos there.
Kangaroos.
What else is there?
There's little wampus rats that look like kangaroos with big
Ooh.
feet. I don't know what they call
Now,
it,
a lot of people talk about koala bears,
but koalas.
and
Koala wampus?
and now that JJ's walked in the door, we can add this back to JJ.
Yeah, but feel free to.
JJ, you said that koalas throw coconuts at people, right?
I didn't say that particularly.
Now, are you backtracking now? Because I feel like you're
I
backtracking.
am going to backtrack.
Okay,
that.
because I feel like that you
I
are
remember
caught
a
into
different
something right
answer
here.
before.
Yeah,
I was saying they were falling like coconuts.
the koalas were
Yeah.
like out of the tree,
Do they have coconuts?
Do they
in
land
Australia?
on
Do they
people?
get drunk on the coconut and
or
just fall
Foster,
out
or
and-
Foster beer.
Foster's beer. Fosters.
Fosters.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know.
Oh,
That'd be entertaining to
Hula
see,
hoop. 25 foot diameter hula hoop. Suspended from your head with rope somehow, and you're walking around, and that keeps everything out of your radius.
That's excellent.
That
so
is.
now
If it's got a covering, because is it hot over in Australia?
I've heard their winters are pretty
if
harsh.
it had like
gets
an
down to
umbrella,
90.
even in the summertime, it would keep you cool also.
Right.
So if it was
You
like a
freeze to death.
If it was like a 25-foot umbrella that had like the edges were the 25-foot, then you wouldn't even have to see the kangaroos
Right.
to worry about them kicking you.
Because they're not getting closer than 25 feet.
That's right.
There's no doubt about that.
And if one gets a look, get out of my range.
You're within 25 feet. This is my space.
30 feet, not 25.
I did look at JJ. You actually put me on a quest for knowledge. I actually pulled kangaroos up on Google, and one hop is 30 foot.
So
the
within-
25 feet is
it's
not.
worth
That's
it.
not
Yeah,
the
25
average
feet
hop,
is
right?
now obsolete. We're throwing that out the window. You have
But
to
you
be
got
30
time to
feet
get
now.
away, or maybe do a
So
scissor kick.
what I'm hearing is we have to back up about 5 more feet.
That's
now.
right. And that
That's a
the
bigger
kangaroos do use their tails as a third leg to hop or to kick.
Now, can they smack you with their tail?
Yes, they can. And they're,
What if you put salt on it?
That's what Brad said. Brad
Yeah,
said if you
put-
put salt on it, it can't lift its tail.
But here's
can't
my
jump.
question
It
about
can't
that.
jump.
Here's my question about that, and see if you can follow me here. We're told that now we're even told to be 30 feet away, not 25. Who's going to be close enough to put the salt on the tail?
Well, you got to sneak up behind them, from what
Right.
I'm understanding. It's kind of like,
It's like a cone,
Never mind,
not a
I'm gonna-
radius.
Oh, a cone, not a radius.
So if you get
is it like
past
the cone of silence?
Or the cone of shame.
I don't know.
coronavirus.
Oh no! Here we go. Here, I
Hey,
guess
have y'all heard about that?
Nah, I
There's a
haven't.
virus going around.
Now here's what I heard. Tell me if this is right, Sean. 30-something%. Is that what you said?
36% of people in America think that the coronavirus comes from Corona beer.
Wait, they don't?
Now, has that affected Corona? beer?
Yes, it has.
It
It has
has,
majorly
it has.
affected Corona beer
Yeah,
sales.
there's.
Seriously?
Seriously, that's not a joke. I'm being completely.
He's being serious. You know when he's being serious.
Yeah.
He's being serious.
You,
Right
you
now.
probably
Does he
don't-
look like he's joking, JJ?
Probably.
So we need to tell them that limes are the cure.
I have told people limes are the cure.
I get
it.
lime with my water all the
I cure
time.
my-
Well, good thing we
I don't
have
get lemon, I get
Cinco
lime.
de Mayo the 5th coming up.
Yeah.
That'll help their sales.
When is that?
That's
Yesterday?
Let me check.
Was that yesterday?
Sometime right before June. I'll have to
May
look it up.
5th?
May 5th.
Is that the month before June?
You know that's right
that's-
after Star Wars Day, right? Star Wars Day
May the
is
4th.
May the 4th be with you.
We've left Australia.
Yeah, how did
Yeah,
we
we're,
do this?
we're flying over the Pacific somewhere.
We left Australia.
All right, let's go back to these koala bears that throw coconuts at people.
Yeah.
Well, he said they don't throw them. He said they fall.
Now, there has been on this show, we've talked about the snakes burning down houses. We've talked about cows killing people. Now we have a concerted effort with koalas throwing coconuts with kangaroos that can kick. If they'd work together,
They could take Australia
they could
back.
take Australia back. The koalas could like throw a pitch to the kangaroo. And they could throw the coconut at the kangaroo, and the kangaroo could just smack it
With the tail.
with the
Without
tail.
salt on it.
Without salt,
Without
on,
salt
it.
on it.
And it would just be gone.
And there's no 30-foot radius rule for
With
smacking
coconut.
coconuts.
That's right. So the kangaroo is the key to this, because now that we know that there's a cone of silence behind it, as long as you like stayed in front of the kangaroo, the koala could just toss that pitch and kick that the coconut at people.
You're
That'd be
seeing a lot of K's and C's. It's like it's hard
I'm
to say.
so
with that
That's
one.
right.
confused right now.
But I'm gonna
Let's
throw.
go back. We'll
But
go
I'm
back
gonna throw a
down
wrench in the
further.
plan. I'm gonna throw a wrench in the plan here. What if Crocodile Dundee appears on the scene with his machete?
Well,
But
he makes
that's not a
everything-
knife.
That's
This
not a knife.
is a knife.
That's a knife. That's a knife.
He makes everything all right.
Now, where do
his leather,
crocodiles
his
fit in the
leather,
equation,
like
though?
what best
Because
Yeah,
crocodiles
strong.
fit in the
That was
equation,
tough.
don't they?
Crocodiles, I don't know how they fit in the equation, because they may eat the koala or the kangaroo.
Now, JJ, you were telling us that you saw a kangaroo kick a dog, and
Yes,
you
I
think
did.
it killed it.
I think you did.
And how big of a dog was this?
This was about a medium-sized dog, kind of like a little German Shepherd.
Okay, in
German
since,
Shepherds are
since it's
medium
in
size.
since
I think
it's in
Great
Australia.
Danes are
Everything's
large.
bigger.
What?
in
How many?
Australia.
How much did it weigh?
90 pounds.
The
probably.
kangaroo or the dog?
But we're
Yeah.
we're in Australia, so it's supposed to be kilos, right?
Oh, okay. So 40
40 kilos?
How many stone?
Probably about like
Romancing the
15
Stone.
stones.
You ever
I
seen
don't know.
Romancing the Stone? You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
I
That's
haven't
good.
used
That's
stones
good.
since like early UFC days.
I think
Yeah,
if you
or
admit
the
to
world's
doing,
strongest man. They do.
I think
I
if
don't
you
know.
admit to doing stones, the DEA will be after you.
Wrong kind of
Are those
stones.
rocks?
So did you check on the dog at all? Did you just look at it and walk
No,
away?
Me
It's
and my
kind of
family
inhumane.
just kind of stood.
Y'all laughed, didn't you? You laughed, didn't you?
I
No.
did
Is
laugh
that one of
out loud.
the is that one of those situations where if the owner was standing next to you, Do you have to do the obligatory go check on the dog before you laugh, or is it okay to laugh first?
I don't know.
You laughed. Did you laugh, JJ, or not? We want to know if you laughed.
I try not to laugh.
Be honest.
But,
be honest.
But my family, they were very like, oh, that happened. That was
and be honest. Did y'all kind of look at each other hoping it did die? Because
That's evil.
You know
well,
what?
you know
That
what
reminds me
do
of a
it
story.
if it did, though.
That
You know
reminds
what
I
it was gonna do with it.
mean, we thought
You
we
kinda
really
thought,
So
up free meat.
My question is there a ratio of kangaroo to women Australians? Is there more females in Australia than kangaroos? Female humans are kangaroos.
Female humans.
How many of them did you talk to in Australia? How many women in Australia did you talk to?
countless.
Cows.
So what I'm hearing, Brad, is that you saw exactly 16 kangaroos.
16 per day.
JJ talked to countless Australian women, and he didn't even see a koala throw a coconut, but he's saying they're dropping from the sky like crazy.
Right? And one of us is
Due
lying.
to the fires.
There's some lies
One of us
going on
is lying.
here, and I demand truth to be told.
Do you demand truth?
I demand truth. So you only saw
Are you-
one
are you
dog the
open
whole time you were there?
investigation?
You only saw one dog the whole time you were in
Oh,
Australia?
shoot.
And one dog and it died.
No, nothing political, JJ. We're not
JJ,
crossing
My
those
bad,
lines.
my bad.
I almost had a political joke earlier, but I let it go.
I didn't say anything political, fellas. Don't worry.
I didn't hear you, so you
Nobody
may know.
listening.
Exactly.
I never knew JJ was on the
Just
show.
dogs.
JJ's the behind the camera guy.
Well, yeah, sometimes.
Got you.
We had to fire him for a little while. We actually didn't fire him from the show. We just put
We
him
hired
on
him back 6 months ago.
Is he
and
going to
finally
eat lunch
shows
with
up.
us?
I don't
I
know.
just gotta
No,
keep
no.
my mouth shut on certain issues.
Yes,
I understand.
as in everything.
Yeah, and everything.
All right, so we have the answer about the kangaroo. The koalas are
What
still
else you
up.
got?
The
Lay it
koalas are still up in the air.
How's the food in Australia?
It is phenomenal.
Lots of
Did
shrimp.
you have any shrimp on the barbie?
I did not, but I had kangaroo on the Barbie.
Uh-oh.
Was
Whoa.
it a tail?
It was not a tail.
It was a pouch? You had a pouch? How do you chew a pouch?
That's
He
the
made
pita
a-
pocket of
Oh,
Australia.
the pita
He made
pita
the
pocket.
hat out of the pouch.
Open.
Oh,
And then
what'd you
stuff the
scrape
meat
out
in
there?
So hold on. You can't get within 30 foot of a kangaroo, so, and guns are banned in Australia. So how are we killing the kangaroo?
How are we having them on the Barbie?
I'd hire
Salt.
a Crocodile Dundee, and then they'll kill the kangaroo.
Yeah, but salt.
But they have to sneak up from behind it.
Salt's
Yeah,
the key.
but that's why they
Salt on
got
the tail.
the knife.
Salt on the tail does numb the kangaroo, I think.
Well, at least makes it where it can't use the.
He can't jump.
He can't
He
jump.
can't jump.
Okay.
He's like a white man.
Yeah.
White man can't do
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
That's
And
But-
crisscross will make you jump.
That's right. So if you had crisscross and salt on the tail,
That sounds like a rap song.
yes,
Does
if we
it
could
balance
re-
each other out?
it balances each
Crisscross and
other
the
out.
salt will make you
So
jump.
I'm trying to go back to how you kill the kangaroo, though, because guns are banned. You can't walk up on it because you're within the 30 foot.
Yeah.
He's saying Crocodile Dundee with his knife can get it, but you have to go through the sphere of silence to get it.
Right.
But if there's 4 kangaroos, wouldn't they just all turn a different direction? And that way they would see in all 360 degrees.
He'd be
Yeah,
hiding
from
in
above.
the trees with the koalas and just drop down right.
Yeah.
But so now you're saying the koalas are on our side.
Yes, now they are.
Well, once
Now
the,
they are.
Once
Now
the
they are.
kangaroos
They're
get
on Crocodile
overpopulated.
Dundee's side.
Not before,
Not before,
but now they are.
As of right now.
population.
As of this moment, they just became on our side.
Yes.
Became
They're
our
allies, not enemies.
Yep.
That's right.
So now we're all against the kangaroos,
Yep.
including the dead dogs.
So did the kangaroos start the fires? Because we didn't start the fire.
we didn't
It was
start the
always
fire.
burning.
It was always burning.
And I think it was St. Elmo's fire.
I still want an answer to this, though.
Okay.
Was there no discussion of the Great Emu War?
Mm-mm.
Ring of fire.
Ring of Fire.
Can we just keep doing things with fire right now?
Absolutely. Let's go.
I
Who's
think-
your barber?
My barber.
Yeah.
His name's Ty.
Ty.
TIE Fire?
Tie fire?
Tide-
Fire
Tide
Tie
tide.
one on.
Tide okay.
Tide Stick? Tide Pod.
Tide pod.
Do the kangaroos eat Tide Pods?
No, that'd make them millennial kangaroos. I don't think.
Look,
I
you
saw
did it
them.
again. You walked right into it.
Millennial.
Millennial kangaroos.
Well, yeah, they're the
You didn't
ones
even
you
said
can
you
eat.
didn't tell us
She's
you saw those. You never mentioned millennial kangaroos.
I haven't seen any of those.
Do millennial kangaroos fly Millennium Falcons?
I think they were just hiding inside the pouch. They've been
Could
they-
Chewbacca kill a kangaroo?
not Chewbacca. I think.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Crocodile Dundee can kill a kangaroo.
Kangaroo?
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Hello, kangaroo. I'm going to talk like this today.
Hold on, but Crocodile Dundee can kill a kangaroo, but Chewbacca cannot.
You better believe he can.
Have you seen Chewbacca kill something, except for in the new episodes?
Actually, no.
Disregard those.
But fun fact for the day: his little laser gun, crossbow, homemade deal.
Yeah.
It actually shoots metal bolts out of it that are surrounded by a laser, more penetrable.
Oh.
Ooh.
More
So-
what? Penetrable?
Is that a word?
Penetrable.
Penetrable.
Okay. All right.
Penetrating.
So,
Penetratable.
what about spiders? Like, I heard
Easy
you can,
now.
like,
We talked
saddle
about
up a
spiders.
spider and, like, ride the spider through town. Is that true?
The biggest spider I saw was as big as my hand, and that was freaky enough. I don't
That's
need to see anything
plenty big
bigger.
enough
Your hand's pretty good size.
Is it?
for a
I
child.
mean, you know what they say.
You know what they say about hand size?
You wear bigger gloves.
You wear bigger
Bigger
gloves.
gloves.
Yeah.
I don't know what
you got to
would think.
sanitize your hand size.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's all go wash our hands now.
Yeah.
Now, was I told we have
Wash
to do
out our
fist bumps now?
ears.
Yeah, the burrow bump. It's not
The
a
burrow
fist bump.
bump.
It's a burrow bump. So
A burrow
burrow bump, Brad.
I think burrow bump make you
Word.
jump.
Yeah.
Burrow bump will make you jump.
All right.
No,
so
no salt though.
So
No
before
salt.
we get off
Cancels it
Australia and move to the next topic, we've had kangaroos, we've had koala bears, we've had crocodiles,
Spiders.
we've had
Wampus
spiders, we've had wampus rats. Any other animals we want to talk about?
Emo wars.
Emu
you
wars.
bring that up?
We have no confirmation of emu wars.
No.
I don't really have a lot to say about emu wars.
No, nothing about ostriches.
Nah.
Nah.
They're in the
Overrated.
sand. Their head's in the sand.
Yeah.
Did you see anybody riding an ostrich?
No. No.
What kind of cars do they have over there?
They got pretty tiny cars. They're kind of like half Europe, half American.
But they have Holdens with LSs in them, like a Corvette.
Are they like
so
Fred Flintstone cars? Can they go over your
Not
feet?
quite Fred Flintstone,
Okay.
but
So, the city you were in, is it like Outback-ish? Is it Sydney, or is it what's the city?
it's
Was there
It's-
any Outbacks over there? Outback steakhouses? Okay.
no Outbacks.
What?
That makes me wonder if they're even Australian.
What?
Speaking
There was
of-
no Outback
No,
steakhouse.
no Outbacks.
Was there Foster
no Bloomin'
beer?
Onions.
No blooming
Yeah,
onions.
was there
No.
Foster beer,
There was plenty of Foster.
or was there just a sign over a cooler that says Foster's, and you go over there and it's
Wait
like
a
a
minute,
different
I'm
flavor?
very upset right now to know that there's no Outbacks over there.
Yeah.
As long as there's one in
Bloomin' Onion
Murfreesboro.
There is one in
Wow.
Murfreesboro.
Bloomin' onions don't grow naturally, unfortunately.
Okay, so Brad and I learned something new in Mexico last year. This has disturbed me ever since. Sopapillas are not Mexican.
Yeah. It's not even a
It's
a
not even-
Spanish
it's not
word.
even
Like they don't even
Spanish
understand
word.
what it means, right?
Right, like you
Yeah.
go to a Mexican city and you're like, hey, I want a sopapilla, and they're like,
And they'll look at
What's
you
wrong
like
with
you.
you?
And-
Look at you like you've been kicked by a
Tissue.
kangaroo.
yeah,
And
and you
just hand you a tissue and say Gesundheit.
Yeah.
and you pull up your phone, you're like on Google, and you get a picture of a sopapilla, and you're like, hey, I want this, and they're like,
Yeah.
no, comprendo.
no comprendo, no,
Comprendo?
and they go, this is English, it's American, no go. So you go back
Do they
to
say it like that? Like you said, this is English.
yeah, this is English. You go back to America and we go to a Mexican restaurant, we get a sopapilla. Guess what they bring us? A sopapilla. Then we went to the Mexican bakery, and we
Yeah.
said
In Mexico?
in here,
Oh,
Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro.
And we
Very
There's
said,
a Mexican bakery?
Very good.
Yeah,
bakery.
I didn't know there was a
Oh,
Mexican.
yeah.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
and you
And
go
super cheap.
and you go,
Yeah.
can we have a
Who's that?
sopapilla? Rutherford Boulevard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we have a
That's not
sopapilla? And they go, sopapilla? No. So why is it that every other Mexican restaurant in Murfreesboro can give you a sopapilla, but the Mexican bakery, no comprende?
Because it's a Mexican bakery, not a Mexican bakery that
So
sells
I
American
think what I'm
Mexican
hearing is
stuff.
Americanized Mexican restaurants
Americanized
invented the sopapilla.
That's correct.
That never was formed or created in anything Mexican.
That's right, kind of like
so it's
Outback.
truly American.
Truly
Kind of
American.
like Outback, it's not Australian.
So they shouldn't call it a sopapilla. Just call it a sweet treat or dessert. Because I mean, they're
Well,
using a
and-
Mexican term that makes you be deceived by
That's
that.
right.
And it's like,
It like
speaking
ruined-
of China, there's chop suey
It's not Chinese.
was invented here, and in China it's served as an American dish. You go ask for and they sprinkle
We just went to
Corona
China.
all over it.
We just went to China.
We've traveled the world.
We
But
traveled.
now that you've been to China, now
Uh-oh.
we have to worry about the coronavirus.
Oh,
Do what?
Now we have to worry about the coronavirus.
now
true.
Brad's
All right.
got to go to quarantine.
So our news story you
A
can't
two-week
believe.
Quarantine wouldn't be bad.
Our news story you can't believe today is about the coronavirus.
Okay. All
right,
About
so-
how it's killing everybody it comes in contact with.
No, so Tinder, the dating app, if anybody's not familiar, JJ, I think you're the only one that's not married. So
I've never had to do that because I
yeah,
naturally you can just look at me and tell. I've
right.
never had to do that.
So supposedly there's a
I need
swipe.
a dating app that repels women.
Yeah.
That would benefit me.
If you had a kangaroo tail, you could repel those women all day long. As long as there's not salt on it.
Like a
As long as there's no salt.
Yeah, no salt.
So if there's a margarita bar in Australia, the kangaroos are
kangaroos
doomed.
around.
Yeah, no
it.
kangaroos.
Stay away from that.
No
All right.
chance.
So, but there are Russian kangaroos that get in each other's pouches.
Do they wear like those hats? Those big-
bears follow them.
Oh.
Bears. Yeah.
So there's bears in Australia.
There's bears in Australia. I don't
Riding
know.
a bear.
I've never been there. I'm going by what JJ said. All right.
It's all fact.
So,
because he said it.
Tinder is warning people. Which direction is it if you're on Tinder? Does it
You swipe left or
You
right?
swipe left if you deny. Swipe right.
How do you know this so much,
Yeah, you seem
JJ?
to
Tell us a
be
little bit
very
about.
well
You
versed
seem
on
very
this.
knowledgeable about Tinder.
I do.
All right, so
Don't
swipe-
have it on my phone right now.
So swipe right is
Why are you winking at us?
We're not on Tinder. Don't wink at us.
swipe right is where you accept. Is that what you're saying?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, a
sounded
minute
very
ago he was
sure of
very
himself,
sure. Now
yeah.
he's saying believe so. So we're gonna go with this very sure. Swipe right. Tinder is warning. Oh, we got to do local events, so you can do that after.
All right.
Tinder is warning people now to not swipe right because of the spread of coronavirus.
Well, you swipe it and it just goes off the screen.
I
to
guess.
Somebody else, or-
So if you swipe right, the people you swipe right get the coronavirus.
Well, it's saying that because of the coronavirus, don't just try to hook up with people because you'll get the coronavirus.
So delete the app.
Delete the app completely.
Yeah, so you just either that or swipe left every single time.
Right, and so then you hate everybody.
Right.
Yeah. So there's no chance of you getting a date if you keep swiping left.
Right.
But you won't get the virus.
But
either.
if you swipe right, you're going to get a date, but you're
so-
both going to get the coronavirus.
and die.
Or
And die.
any virus. For my,
But on that date, if
it's
you
like
serve
of all that's out there, they're worried about the coronavirus.
But-
yeah.
if on that date you serve Corona,
on that date you serve Corona and there's lime in it,
You're good
then
to
you're
go.
good to
if
go.
you put the lime in the coconut, you can drink it all up
That's right. And you got to watch for the koalas then, because the koalas are drinking the coconuts
because they drop
because
those.
they drop them from
Do
the
they
tree.
drop them or do the koalas drop? Like I'm not.
I think the koalas drop.
No. Now
Drop what?
my mind is blown now. Are you saying the coconuts fall from the tree or the koalas fall from the tree?
They both do.
They both do.
Simultaneously, like coconuts
So-
are on this side falling.
so
and
is this
koalas-
like
They're
a-
trying to reach for the coconut.
So is this
So
like
they're
a
like doing like this
hold
and
on.
they can't grab it.
So is this like a physics question that the gravity of 9.8 meters per second squared, which one will hit the
the
ground
best show
faster,
ever,
the
right?
koala or the coconut?
Yes, it is.
FCC's banning us. They're chopping it up as we
So
speak.
9.8 seconds 9.8 meters per
You
second
were
squared times
You got a
the
lot of views?
velocity of the poundage of the coconut or
A lot of
koala
people
will
tuned in,
figure out
we
which
done
one
lost
hits
them all.
first.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to get
Okay.
myself. Over here mouthing on us.
All right. So until the coronavirus is
Sometimes
over,
I
do
don't
not
show.
use Tinder. Brad, local event,
Local events.
Did your
Speaking
voice
of-
just crack?
probably.
Speaking of Tinder events,
You want them
have
to change
y'all
this?
know you know who JFB is, musically speaking,
No.
local music.
I thought you were going to talk
Everybody
about.
knows who JFB is.
I thought you were talking about Jiffy peanut butter for a minute.
No,
Sorry.
don't get me on peanut butter. We could be here for a while.
So
I
creamy
love
or
me some peanut
crunchy?
butter. You know what I do?
Creamy.
I eat. No,
I'll eat
creamy.
crunchy. I'll eat crunchy, but
Hey,
I like creamy.
Hey, I used to think this is stupid, but I used to think that peanut butter that was crunchy had pickles in it, like it was pickles. in it.
Oh.
No.
So I would eat crunchy.
He had some Jello with pickles in it. Creamy or crunchy?
Crunchy.
Get out.
If you're eating an apple though, and you're putting the apple, you got to eat creamy because crunchy it's
Creamy
gonna
is more versatile.
yes.
Creamy. Yeah, I agree. I have some.
Once you
extra,
hit puberty, you start liking crunchy.
And he hasn't yet. His voice cracked a minute ago.
That's what I'm saying.
I have
like
some
Come on,
extra
guys.
crunchy.
Back to you, Brad. Scooby Doo.
I bought some extra crunchy Skippy at Kroger the other day because it had a busted lid.
Yeah.
It's not good on a sandwich because I don't like crunchy stuff on my sandwich.
It's like have you ever put
You
potato
don't
chips
have
on your
to put
sandwich?
Yeah, it's just-
That's good though.
That's good.
You ever had
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't like
Fritos?
crunchy stuff in my
Heck
ice
yeah.
cream either. Like when I'm eating ice cream, I
You
just
don't want those
I don't
sprinkles?
want like sprinkles or like.
I don't even like,
Or
like
walnuts.
frozen
No.
chocolate.
No frozen. Yeah,
like-
frozen
yeah, I don't
chocolate.
like
It's
that
like
either.
crunchy, and you're like,
And it
Yeah.
freezes your
It
teeth.
freezes
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a good. I want smooth stuff in my ice cream.
Like a smooth criminal.
Like a smooth criminal. All right,
Oh, we
we're
already
way
did.
off
Wait,
track
wait,
again.
Hold up.
So
I
Everybody's
heard
left the
like
show.
three
Everybody's left the show.
different.
I'll never be asked
we
about it.
lost
Hold on.
3,000 likes.
How are
and
we?
We've
How
been
are we
blocked
gonna
all
guess the
across
artist
Facebook.
if there's three different songs being quoted?
Right. So speaking of local music and local events,
Sorry.
JFB, that's Jack Finley Band,
That's who they are.
Okay.
and they're playing tonight at Hank's Honky Tonk out there on Memorial Boulevard.
Hanks.
At Hanks, so they're going to be doing the Burrow Bump.
I'm sure they will. Why would they not?
Absolutely, it's the rule.
Borough bomb.
Unless
They're
there's
blasted
Tinder
there, it's
people
fine.
out there.
Well, Tinder people aren't allowed to be there because Tinder told them not to.
They swiped
They
left.
swiped left,
Yeah.
and they all showed up at Hank's.
Right. There you go. It is on the left.
It is on
Out
the
there,
left.
20
They're giving away
41
free
Memorial.
little peanut butter things, I think,
Peanut butter shots.
Yeah.
Peanut butter
With
shots.
Jell-O in 'em.
Yeah.
with pickles.
They get,
Yep. Tonight at 9 o'clock. If you hadn't seen the Jack Finney band, you should try.
What's the name of the band again?
Jack Finley Band.
Okay.
okay. What kind of music do they play? Honky tonk music?
Oh yeah.
At
Yeah,
Hank's.
good
Hank's.
outlaw country.
Outlaw
None of
country.
this broke
Like Waylon and Willie.
Do we have a St.
Even a
Patty's
little
Day
better.
thing coming up? Any?
No, we have an Ides of March theme coming where y'all all stab me in the back.
It's on a normal day.
I want to be there for that, if that's okay. I won't laugh and I know you're all right.
Now, y'all, nobody gets that unless you're a history guy. So,
No.
Nope.
does
I was out
anybody?
the day- I
Ides
was
of
out the
March.
day they taught
Ides of
us
March.
history.
No. Anybody out there in Watch Your Land know what the Ides of
Nobody's
March
watching
are?
this anymore.
No, we still have a couple viewers.
Okay.
We haven't lost
Oh,
them
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
All right, so this show's been a lot of fun. Thanks, Michael, for coming on.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I hope I was able to add some insight to it.
I love
You
this.
learned
We
so
may have
much.
to go. We may have to make this a permanent part of the show.
Right.
This Q&A
Yeah.
thing,
Or at
I
least
think it's
recurring anyway. you know.
recurring.
I think I like the word recurring.
Yeah. So I just looked it up.
That's
Just
a good
like, that was your nickel
Is
word
there
of
an
the day?
O in it, or
I'll
is it just recurring?
Oh, I didn't.
Is it reoccurring?
In music, don't you have to have like two dots to tell you to go back to the start to reoccur?
Motley Crue? Like the two dots on their O? Or the U?
All right, Brad and I are realtors with Centro. So is JJ.
At least for today, we're still employed.
For right
we
now.
may have lost all our clients.
This plane crash behind us is similar to the show.
Symbolic.
I'm glad I was on the last show that we've ever. I'm glad I got to be a part of the last show. So that makes me feel very good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we
Well,
missed.
I'm gonna choreograph this way.
We totally forgot this, but today is multiple personality day. So
I think you saw that displayed all throughout the show today.
so if you know anybody
Nah,
that's
what-
got
I
multiple,
thought it was American Woman Day. Or,
Oh.
What's so funny?
Siri, what day is it today in America?
Why does he keep talking?
It's Friday, March 6th, 2020.
Thanks for clearing that up
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
Zuckerface.
That's like that thing you put on Facebook about the sign that said, "What it's closed today
Yeah,
because it's not
because
open."
it's- because it's-
Because it's not open.
so it's American Woman Day, Brad.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. But what'd you say it is? I forgot.
Multiple personality.
Oh,
day.
Was he trying to say American women are multiple personalities?
No,
think
I
that's
must
what
have
he's
looked on the
trying
wrong
to
day.
Okay.
American Woman Day is another day.
Well, you were National Multiple Personality Day has multiple days. It's not just one day because you can't have all those personalities at the same day. That's gonna be.
All right, I'm out.
I love you, baby. I love you.
I'm Sean Wright. That's Brad Fowler. This
Michael
is
Murray.
Michael Murray, and JJ's over there.
He's still talking. JJ's still talking.
We'll be back at 12 o'clock on Monday.